How's it going, everybody? It's Memorial Day, and look at this. I'm going exploring on my bike, which I haven't ridden in like 20 years. Okay, maybe not 20 years, but a long time. So Tam and I, we're gonna go have an adventure to go off-road to the apocalypse and find the river, and you know what's in here, cold beer. So we're gonna have a good time. Check it out. Oopsie. Okay, we're gonna pretend I don't have that. All right, this is called Spine Road. It's curved like a spine. All right, we're in longleaf pine habitat. I'm gonna give you a 30-second natural history lesson. So for those of you in parts of the country that don't have these, look at this. Longleaf pine, aptly named. That's probably a foot-long pine needle. This is a small pine cone. They have huge pine cones. I got pine cones this big from longleafs. These are arid adapted, fire adapted, and everything in here in the sandy, dry soil is adapted for aridity. So this oak has highly serrated and indented lobate leaves to reduce water loss, but to still gain photosynthesis. And everything in here is super dry, perfectly adapted for this environment. The longleaf pine habitat. I'm just hoping my tires hold up. I had to replace one this morning. Had to replace the tube, and it's got a patch on it. So let's see what we can get into. All right, here's where civilization ends. We're gonna circumvent this little hiccup, shall we say. All right. If you've ever wondered what happens to roads when they're not maintained after the apocalypse happens, it's like this. Tree roots, big cracks in the pavement, plants coming back through, bridges broken. Nature has its way of reclaiming itself. So check this out. Here's an old bridge, and I mean, it's not that old, but it hasn't been maintained. Look at this. This, I feel like I'm in The Walking Dead. All right. Getting scary. Where's the zombies? And again, the tree roots growing right through the pavement. Right through the pavement. Gotta weave around debris. Oh, shit. This is what I'm talking about. Look at it. This is what happens. This is not your typical biking adventure, huh? Okay, get back on the saddle. Trees growing right up through the concrete. I think there's some old buildings down there. There's an old chimney from a house that used to be back here. The only thing left standing. And here is the end of the end of the end of the road. This is what they call the beach. It does have sand, certainly not Myrtle Beach, but this is Lynch's River, and the water is nice and cold today. It's like 90 degrees air temperature, probably in the 70s water temperature. So we're gonna go ahead and actually use these hand lines. Check this out. These little hand lines and some worms, and just see if we can catch some more fish. I think I spoke too soon. Look at this rat's nest that I made out of this fishing line. It's gonna take me a few minutes, but what else do I have to do? You can tell the river's high because look at this, an underwater flower. I think that's yellow-eyed grass, but obviously the river is risen and it's higher than I'm accustomed to. Hey, how's it going? Still no bites. Some nibbles, but no bites, but it's a beautiful day. People are out enjoying nature. I love it. Come some kayakers. How's it going?
Good, how are y'all?
Good.
It's a beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
Those kayakers just asked if I was the professor at Francis Marion. I'm a celebrity. Catching anything?
Not yet, but it sure is fun trying.
All right, well, Naked and Afraid got nothing on us because I've got a secret stash. That's right, beer and chips. And we also have company. You can't get away from the boats and the music and the American flags and the beer. It is Memorial Day weekend. All right, we're off the river, back on the bikes, going back down this apocalyptic road and seeing if we can see any wildlife or get into any more mischief. Oh, it's just civilization. This is a splash pad. People having barbecues. Well, here we are, back where we started. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time, even though we didn't catch any fish. That's not the whole point of fishing.